That first ding was actually ding on my ring. These little bells always sound so amazing. They always set a good space. It's always good to begin with like a sound that just settles your soul. Hello, ladies. So I am in my garden and I've been sitting out here actually videoing a hey Jessica, hey Erin, hey Amy, and where am I? I'm inside my group, correct. So catch me on replay if you can't catch me live, and if you're live with me, or whenever you catch me live, stay and spend some time to connect and to hang out a little bit. So I was spending some time outside in my yard and videoing a couple of things, one for my course, another one, a message for my sisterhood that is supporting me. And hello, Jackie. And I was feeling inspired to show up in my group here and offer a card reading. I would love to pull a collective card message from the divine source, the divine energy, the divine essence, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, whatever it may be. And see what message wants to come through for this group. However this group receives this message individually, collectively, however it truly touches one of us on some level, somehow in our lives. So my phone, whenever I am doing videoing outside, says I am too hot. So I am seriously, this is what I'm doing. I want to show you. I have a freezer pack. I have it sitting behind my phone and I'm hoping that it will do the trick, because it actually stops in the middle of my video and it says your phone is too hot. Wait till it cools off, and we'll see if this helps. But I'm happy to show up and I'm happy to share, and maybe share a little bit about the question that came through yesterday for me. Was how to fully become myself, fully becoming myself. There was like this aha moment that I had written down that I wanted to share. Let go of the fear of becoming who you are meant to be. Let go of the fear of becoming who you are meant to be. So that message came through, and it was almost like it was one of those moments that it had to be written down so that it doesn't escape my energy field. So let go of the fear of becoming who you are meant to be. So that's a huge one, because a lot of us are afraid of becoming truly who we are meant to be, because we are more powerful than we can even imagine. And that kind of powerful, divine, feminine energy can scare us. And so I see it and I feel it, and I feel it in a lot of women, that fear of rising, the fear of standing up, the fear of speaking up, because I too was that woman. I was that person at one point in my life for, maybe like a decade total, that was split between a couple of decades. Waking up and then going back to sleep and then waking up. It's almost like your soul is waking you up and it's shaking you up. And it's crying for you and it's causing you to have some kind of a turmoil or challenge or trial. And then other times our physical existence and our human self and our mind will take over and will take control over and condition us back into a sleep. So I've been through that pattern. If I remember, hey Erica, I love you. So yeah, just remembering myself as a child and all the magic that I saw. And then being conditioned by my country, and then my soul waking up and wanting to find the light, finding the light in the religion, through religion saving myself from the darkness, coming into the light, coming into the United States, at one point making a life here, waking up and falling asleep a couple of times. But I truly remember that, how the programming worked in my life without me knowing that it was existing there. So yeah, that wanted to come through because I was that person that was afraid to fully be myself. That I told myself, no, that is too loud. I told myself, that's too pushy. That's, I almost felt like I had no boundaries. I had no boundaries. And I see that within myself as a way of just creating with no boundaries. I just didn't know how to put that in the right flow or a right stream in my life. And so now that I know, I can put those rebellious, no boundaries ways into incredible creativity and bravery of doing something that I used to only dream of. And I know that a lot of us continue to dream without actually taking the action or taking the first step in creating that dream or bringing that dream into reality. So yeah, I'm going to pull a card for the collective of this beautiful sanctuary. I'm so grateful for your presence here. And the card just flipped, and so of course this is the one. Rabia, the queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. That's really beautiful, and I'm going to read the message. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. It's so beautiful, and these beautiful women here are the real deal. Actually living at some point upon this earth. Rabia represents a rare, pure love that doesn't seek anything other than simply to love. Rabia al-Adawiya was one of the most influential Sufi women in Islamic history. She is a Muslim saint and a Sufi mystic who lived in the 8th century in Basra, present-day Iraq. On the night she was born, her father had a vision of Muhammad. He told him, "Your newly born daughter is a favorite of the Lord and shall lead many Muslims to the right path." When Rabia was still just a little girl, her father died, and she was then sold into slavery. She would pray every night to be released so that she could spend the hours of her day in service of Allah, the Arabic word for God. When her master overheard her prayers and saw that she was illuminated with light as she prayed, he realized she was a saint. He released her immediately. She went into the desert and worshipped in solitude. Rabia became known as the Queen of Saintly Women because of the purity of her love and devotion to Allah. She set forth the doctrine of divine love known as Ishq Hakiki. Her poetry emphasizes her desire to worship for the sake of loving Allah and not for personal gain. In one of her poems, she says, "I carry a torch in one hand and a bucket of water in the other." She wants to set fire to heaven and put out the fires of hell, so that love seeks no gain except to be in service of love itself. She explains, "I do not want to worship from fear of punishment or for the promise of reward, but simply for the love of Allah." Although it can be very difficult, loving without expectations is a profound spiritual practice. There's a message here. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. So, beautiful goddesses, I hope that your life is unfolding for you exactly the way that it should be. And I invite you to remember every day that you are divine, that you remember that you are divine magic. Hey, Lori. Remember that you are supported, that you are loved, and that you are not alone. Remember that your divine purpose is always with you, and that you have all the resources that you need to speak the words of your love, the unique language of your soul. So remember that you are the divine feminine body, energy, and soul and mind. Remember to honor yourself, to love yourself, to allow yourself to be free in the expression of what is aligned with your deepest soul's desires, your deepest purpose that you know you're here to bring in some way to someone. I'm sending you all so much love. I am excited for the month of August because I will be showing up a lot more. We are creating something magical for the month of August in a separate space online on Facebook. So I will be talking more about it. It will be a completely transformational, free, incredible journey. So I will be talking more about it, but I wanted just to speak a little bit. So look forward to something incredible coming from myself and my beautiful, divine temple body sister. And we are about to show up in our fullness, in our wholeness, in our utmost divine, radical being. We're here about to show up for all of you and to create a frequency of empowering ourselves more and to structuring what we want to create into this life in some way, in any way. And we're here to kind of just do it. And we'll invite you to come with us. So, have a beautiful, magical weekend. Sending you all so much of my love and many blessings. Thank you for your presence. Leave me a heart and many blessings. Namaste.